I'll admit it was kind of a slow-ass countdown, but please keep all urination in the bathrooms, please. What an interesting way to start out the things. How is everybody doing today? Welcome to Office Hours. So, a lot of things kind of going on company-wise. The shows this weekend, well, let's just say Wizard's Table was probably the raunchiest one yet. Ugh, can't talk today. Anyway, how's it going? Living History Mysteries. That's who said he was going to pee himself if the countdown went any slower. Anyway, let's see what's going on. I want to travel to Scotland and do investigations with Chris and all the rest of our members over there. Oh yeah, that would definitely be awesome to be able to do something like that. And now we gotta try to figure out how to get the funds to help everybody get there, because seems like I'm the only one. Based on recent conversation, seems like I'm the only one who actually has any passport. Oh God. Not exactly a comment I want when I'm trying to drink something there, Drew. Good morning, Smith family. How's it going? We do have a couple of things to kind of talk about today. You know, behind the scenes and all that. Everybody's probably familiar with the fact that we are trying to arrange a group travel experience. Maybe we'll get to do some investigation while we're out and about. Who knows? But it, I'd say that'd be something that, would be worth it regardless, Try to enjoy this big, beautiful world of ours before everything gets blown to bits. Oh. So, my Monday is going off, not too unusual. How is everybody else going? Matt Barron, hello, what's going on? So, in the chat I did mention that there was one kind of off thing that really don't want to pester anybody about, but we do want to try to keep everybody on alert when we come across some weird or unfortunate news. I promise it's not going to be any drama or anything like that. What the fuck was that? Did anybody else just see that? When I find my wealthy benefactor for my channel, I'll send him your way too, Dakota. Well, I appreciate it, Drew, but unfortunately you're not exactly the age or body type a lot of these wealthy benefactors try to stalk. Unfortunate truth about the world, yes. Anyway, so, unfortunate bit. Sorry, it was like something just popped out right here-ish, which is kind of unusual, considering it's nothing but a bookshelf and some random crap there. Unless I have a haunted Xbox controller and Dr. Squatch, nothing there that should be stirring up any trouble. I don't know. Maybe I'm hallucinating. Maybe I'm a fraud. Anyway. I wish this was something that we didn't have to talk about, but unfortunately did hit a family member of mine. So, do want to address it. I know I'm not going to be trying to use this to solicit any money. It's Not my business. I do want to put out a notice for some of our younger, likely female audience. I know you're out there. Whatever you do, if you get messages from somebody claiming to be a doctor or military saying that they need your financial information to transfer you a large sum of money, don't fucking believe it. It's a scam. I don't care how desperate y'all asses are for a boyfriend. And if it is a case of stolen valor, there's usually law enforcement that you can contact to report those kind of cases. A relative of mine fell for one of those scams and didn't necessarily care for the fact that I've picked up right away that was just because they were messaging random guys. It's their life, but when they go to start making stupid decisions that hurt themselves or others, I feel obligated to say something. This political correctness atmosphere we have nowadays is turning a bunch of people spineless, in my opinion. The wrong things to step away from are the ones being focused on. But that's a whole other discussion. Anywho, I do want to say that because I do know that we have some younger audience members. No, I'm not just picking on girls. It's just that a majority of these scams are targeted towards young females. I'm talking, teenage up. You would think I wouldn't have to talk about stuff like that, but look at 90% of the stories behind warning labels nowadays. But anyway, that's the end of my little tirade there. Let's see, what news do we have today? Out of curiosity, I know we have a lot of other creators who, kind of watch us. We try to do what we can to support everybody and all that, which something I'll get into later, but I have a genuine question. How many of you are starting to get flagged for music that is supposed to come from a website specially designed to help you find music that doesn't get you flagged? That you don't have to seek out any special licenses and pay out the ass for. Anybody else getting that right now? Oh! See, Smith family? Alright. Yeah. I asked that because the music I use for some of the newer intros for Bald and Bonkers shows come from a website called Artlist. Artlist is one of those royalty-free licensing websites for music and sound effects that you can put it in your movies, in your YouTube videos, any projects like that. It's supposed to make it to where it is a subscription-based service. It's one I personally like. There's some really good tunes on there. This is not a commercial. This is my honest opinion. And from what I've seen so far, all of them... Damn, I should really dust in here. Anyway, from what I've seen, based on audience reactions, they do fairly well. Really? We were told to just put the person or band that made it in the intro. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Right? See, here's the interesting one. A lot of the problem is you see the problem I have, which like I said, this is music that's supposed to be specially marked to not get flagged on Facebook and YouTube. And now I understand a lot of the Creative Commons license. It's pretty much just considered like a standard. Yeah, let's go professional courtesy. Let's go that route. It's also kind of considered a standard rule in some cases that the artist simply asks that you give them credit, and you can use the music however you want to. Mostly because they just want to get their music out there. They're not exactly in it for the songs, because when you're doing this type of stuff, unless you get a big record label who goes into some shady practices, and which they all do, you're not likely going to end up a multimillionaire. It happens, but it's very rare. See, what got me was that we first got an incident on Facebook, which of course we can all brush off as Facebook being Facebook. I thought it was kind of dumb that, oh, your video got flagged because it may have copywritten music. And normally when those types of flags come up, they try to give you a little bit more information, like who allegedly owns that copyright. Maybe the artist, the record label, things like that. None of that. Wasn't even given the option to appeal it. That's the part that started getting me. Then I found it awfully suspicious that the next couple episodes that got flagged, similar reports got in. Then I noticed that there was actually options to dispute it. Excuse me. Then one of the little recommendations I found convenient for Facebook was that they're starting to try to push their own library of copyright-free music. And here's the thing, Chris. Facebook's, unless you get hundreds and hundreds of people when it comes to sites like Facebook, you don't get quick flags like that. It's the algorithm. And living history puts up another point. TikTok is another bad one. And they're especially bad for trying to push their own library. A lot of people didn't catch the memo, but the official Bald and Bonkers TikTok account, that actually used to be Specialists of the Strange. When we started catching a lot more attention, I switched it to Bald and Bonkers, so that way we can keep the going live option. Because apparently you can set up with sites like Melon or StreamYard to actually stream through TikTok, but it's a feature that TikTok doesn't exactly share how you get it. It's like a special invite or something. I don't know. Probably going back to let me reference that earlier remark, being that is TikTok I made towards Drew Ellingsworth about having to be a certain body type, gender, and age group in order to get that type of attention. This is TikTok we're talking about. It sounds fucked up that I'm saying that, but it is what it is. And I mean, I do honestly recommend Artlist to look for these songs, but if you go to share the videos through TikTok with this music, the sound will get removed. They don't even give you an option. I'll just go ahead and post a little link. Linky P. For people to go check it out, because, yeah, I don't know, maybe it'll help somebody out. So, that's been something that's been going on lately. It's kind of irritating. May I have to rethink some of the distribution options with Bald and Bonkers members sharing their own videos, not content that we produce through our channel. If that stuff is going to keep happening, which it likely will. But that does kind of segue into my next little announcement. We are now officially partnered with DNTV. You may have seen the head guy, the founder, Drew, I forget his last name. He's a medium, real nice guy. We start trying to put together, we're starting to kind of integrate our stuff together so they can start streaming through some of our platforms and we'll start streaming through theirs. You know, we'll all buddy, and you know, it'll all be real good. A lot of promising results. So, would like to welcome DNTV and everybody else that's under their umbrella. Welcome to the Madhouse over here. We already get along pretty well, so it's always a good thing. But I don't want to just leave it to them, these options. So I do want to try to open up some of our channels as well for people to stream their shows through, just to help them get a little exposure, help us get a little exposure, and you try to help everybody out. So right now, what we're going to open up is the main Bald and Bonkers network Facebook page, the Friends of the Bald and Bonkers Facebook group. Now that I actually figured out how to go and change Chris's drunken texting crap. Hello, Sherry, how are you? Yes, Chris, I'm making fun of you. That shouldn't be any surprise. Anyway, we're going to open up those channels for now. We're going to look into some other ones. We're also going to be taking applications for people to start streaming their videos, their YouTube videos, through the Bald and Bonkers TV network. For those of you who don't know, yes, Bald and Bonkers has its own TV network. I wasn't drunk, I was probably on something else. Yeah, whatever you say there, Scotty. Anyway, back to what I was saying. The TV network we have set up, essentially it was an idea to have our videos constantly streaming on our website to help try to promote us, promote all of our guests, things like that, and make it to where the viewers didn't have to go looking. They can literally just sit back and watch. And it runs just like an online TV network. So, we have a couple available channels that we would like to let members of the paranormal community in on. So if you have, in a sec, Drew, I'll get to that. So if you have a YouTube channel, you can we can set it up to where your videos start bouncing through us. And the way it works is that, okay, I've set it up so that way I can just kind of leave it on its own and it'll run by itself. To be completely honest with you, I'm getting that out there right now to just to address any possible questions. And there's already one about it in the chat, which I will get to here in a sec. It's let me see. Where was I going to go with that? I just got distracted. I got off work and haven't gone to my usual nap because my sister's needing a ride to work. Anyway, right. So on Mondays and Tuesdays, I've set aside to be my office hours type office days. Basically, what that means is that I just work on all the stuff behind the scenes for Bald and Bonkers. You know, scheduling out shows, getting everything designed, looking good, maybe making updates to the website, yada yada yada. Because despite everybody either thinking Chris is the boss or Chris is my secretary, I am the one that's runs everything. I'm the reason this shit looks good. Now, the Bald and Bonkers TV network. We do have a question in the chat: is whether or not it is actually going to be available on Roku. Here's the thing. What I was going to say. We're going to have the option for paranormal groups to stream their videos through a couple of our channels on there. That'll actually help your numbers, as well as help us. I will say that we do sneak in, we'll probably sneak in a few ads every now and then, but this is a company. We do have to make sure at least everything that we use to keep things running right now is bought and paid for and taken care of. Alright? There might be some small ads, but we'll try to make sure that it's cool stuff that anybody can jump in on. Say, like, we have one for the travel group, which, if you would like to travel with Bald and Bonkers, there's a link to a survey. The company wants us to try to get information from our viewers so we can start arranging a trip that people will go on. And see, right now, the most requested spot is Japan, which would be an amazing fucking trip. And those who come on those trips may get involved in 2 special Bald and Bonkers related travel projects down the road. But once we get further down the process, once we get enough survey responses to start scheduling things, we'll start releasing a little bit more information on that. If you have any questions on that, feel free to ask. Now, the question I seem to keep avoiding is whether or not it will be available on Roku TV. That is in the future. Right now, the plan options that we have within our budgets, that is not offered, but that is something we will be doing down the road. In fact, why don't I just go ahead and grab the link here. We'll just grab the link here and post it in the chat. So anybody can go check it out. By the way, Drew, Midwest Paranormal Society, Living History Mysteries, being that you're now officially a Bald and Bonkers member, you have your own channel. Now, for those of you who may be streaming through us, that was kind of a company perk, but we are running out of room. We only have access to 10 channels right about now, which is why we're going to open up a couple just to help you guys stream videos. We will also be offering paid plans through our Shopify store, to which if you want your own channel, well, we can hook you up, but like I said, this is a company. We gotta bring this money in. As much as I would love to be able to sit here and do this all day, we all got bills to pay, you know? Anyway, so yes, down the road, Bald and Bonkers TV network will get syndicated through Roku. As we kind of grow and we get access to more channels, we'll also get access to more perks. To which I will tell everyone here who may be interested in that because apparently our good friend from the Wizards table, Ken, is in the chat. Oh, uh, actually, that actually brings up a very good point. Well, I'll say that real quick before we go. Drew, and anybody who's interested in popping on the TV network, all you have to do is keep the embedding option turned on. Drew, you already have videos playing through there, brother. I already got you set up. It's playing right now. I posted that link earlier. In fact, there's a couple. I'm going to go through chat and put it up on the screen because we do have a couple of our video channels that don't see the chat. So there's the link if you want to check it out. It has Bald and Bonkers TV, radio, music. We do plan on streaming movies here soon. We also have content from Smith Family. We have Our Lovely Sherry, and now Living Histories Mysteries. You have a pretty good selection of very interesting stuff. There's ghost hunting, our podcast, investigations, materials, a couple gaming videos here and there. We try to keep good variety of stuff. Okay, next question. Okay, there's the answer to the next question. And speaking of which, Drew, I know you say you gotta go real quick, but I saw you started doing another channel called like Unrestricted Paranormal. Do you want those going through your channel as well? Just give me a yes or no, and we'll make it happen, brother. And how's it going, Kate? I promise, not ignoring everybody. Just ask Chris. I get easily distracted. What was that? See. Oh, Lordy. Can you tell I'm somewhat sleep deprived? And my sister's wanting a ride from me to work. Yeah, so. I think that covers everything I was intending to mention. Oh, we do have some new merch in the store, which is run through Shopify. We have a very interesting selection from poker cards. You can get Bald and Bonkers underwear with me and Chris's faces on it. I'm not joking. Awesome. We got a lot of awesome merchandise. It is also set up to. There is a link in the store to take you to Smith Family Paranormal. All right, let me know. I did say that I did see that it was. You say kind of an extension of what you guys do. So let me know if you're interested. The offer's open. So we'll get you hooked up. Just let me know. Anyway, so no, and I am not joking. There is a link to Smith Family's website as well because they do their own merchandise. We'll go ahead and post a link in the chat so that way we can get everybody up and running. I know money's a little tight right now, especially just because of fucking gas prices. Oh my god. And I'm in one of the areas where it's cheapest right now, which sucks. Anyway, I know money's a little tight right now, but we do hey, hello. What poor girl are you popping in, Chris? I mean, good for you for actually getting some action, but come on. Oh, God. Yeah, that's because we're also not nuzzling off of Putin's teat when it comes to that. That's unfortunately your problem in the UK, from my understanding. And as Why did the K2 start messaging right as I was going to start commenting on Chris's sex doll habits? He pops them out just before every show, man. My God. It's become like his own good luck ritual. And I imagine him doing this towards me on his screen right now. Oh. See, this is why we're called Bald and Bonkers. So, like I said, we do have the Bald and Bonkers TV network. It will also have a channel that it already has it. It also has a channel dedicated to our podcast side as well, because we do have it set up to where audio podcasts will get bounced to YouTube. So that's how we got away with that. We do have oh God, Chris. Oh, thank God we don't have an HR department. That's also the fun part about keeping our circle small. We have a pretty good idea of where everybody's limits are. And Sherry, if you need to do some sort of voodoo on him, I won't say anything. Fuck, what was I gonna say? Y'all getting me distracted. My squirrel moments get worse when I'm tired. I also become more music. My music also gets a lot better, I noticed. But anyway. Oh God, I'm sorry for those of you watching the straight video feed. I'm looking at the chat right now, and it's just. So anyway, like I said, we do have the podcast only episode because I want to mention that because we do want to try to introduce a bit of variety between all of our channels, so that way you're a little bit more inclined to check them all out instead of just trying to get just one. And I do say that because, well, the Haunting of Sharon Rectory, that episode should be up on the podcast side right now. If not, just give it a couple hours. Usually takes about 3 hours to oh God. Sorry. Again, this is part of my problem in the chat. I go to focus on the in the main shows when I go to focus on the chat, and I'm just like, oh my fucking God. Anyway, yeah. So, Haunting of Sharon Rectory, that should be up now. Give it a couple hours. It usually takes about 3 hours for it to all trickle out to all of our platforms. The Wizard Table, the raunchiest episode we have ever done, will start getting pumped out Tuesday. Probably a bad choice of words, but hi, Ken! And episode 2 of The Curious Case of Dakota Franson, an update on my ET regressions. Oh, God. What have I unleashed upon the world? Anyway, Smith family, there's their link. Check them out. They're awesome people. Oh, God. Oh, God. Why are you blaming Ken for something you have always done? I swear, some days the chat alone on these shows could be its own show. So, like I said, podcast episodes are going to be updated. Well, today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. Do check those out because when I've been doing the ET regression therapies, there's been several EVPs. And I've noticed that there's quite a few times where if I go to stutter, sometimes an EVP will pop up right then. Oh, Chris. You see the ego on this man? You see the ego on this man? My God. Anyway. That's all I got for today. Unless anybody has any quick questions. Data warning: you use 100 gigabytes of data. That's why I have 100. That's why I have an unlimited plan, fuckers. Anyway, sorry. Sherry, I think us harassing each other is the least of some of our audience concerns. I hear some of you have been asking him if I'm alright in the head. No, I'm not. My mother threw me into the ceiling as a baby. And I'm not kidding about that, which should explain a lot. And, well, if nobody has any questions, we'll probably just jump off here because I do have other things I need to get going. Sherry, if you're going to go put Chris in a jar, make sure you have Fisherman's Friends and goat milk. That should help him out. Get him in there. So, much love. Stay safe, y'all. I'm going to have to offer therapy for these people. Later.